at a concert.
Yep,
and
exactly.
A play and
I mean, Paris, the most beautiful place on earth. I would love to go see Paris.
right.
Or a romantic place, not beautiful, but
Well, yeah, the French are kind of assholes.
I would love to go spend time in French, eat their cuisine, see their art.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
Go to the Louvre.
yeah, no, I just went. But oh yeah,
The museum, and then there's this other place that was in Paris that we went to see. It was like, I don't know, King Richard III or something, his mansion.
oh, I thought you were going to go see the heads of his wives that he.
Oh right, yeah, they're posted outside the house. I can never remember what it's called. It's called something like Versailles. I think that's it. I think it's Versailles. It's like
Isn't that a fashion brand or something?
Versace is.
Okay.
I think Versace comes from France, so that would make sense. But it's this guy's house, and he appropriated government funding, like taxes and stuff, to build this place for him.
Okay.
This is ridiculous, dude. His roofs are like, or his ceilings in his bedrooms and living quarters and his changing room. The ceiling is at least 30, 40 feet up, like, and it's ridiculous. His backyard is so big that they actually had to put like a snack shop in a bathroom halfway through it. So you could have a place to go to the bathroom and get something to eat because you're going to be fucking tired just walking around his backyard. Like, it's just huge. And just to find out that, this guy like misappropriated funds from the government to buy all this stuff. And yeah, of course he had like 8 wives. They all fucking mysteriously died or whatever. But yeah, Paris was beautiful. But like I said, man, the French were just, if you're a tourist and if you look like a tourist, they're going to treat you like shit. Like, I don't know what they were saying to me, but their tone definitely was not that of a happy, trying to help me kind of thing.
I know I know France has always been like a superpower in the world, way back in the day.
Right.
Until America came along,
right,
in World War II, and then we kind of became the big dogs of the world. But France is small, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta assume, Paris especially, a lot of their money is tourism money.
Yeah. Yes.
Why are you kicking the golden goose?
Right. Yeah.
Why do you piss on us when all we want is to spend our money in your home, hometown?
Right.
On the other hand, if I was born and raised in Paris, I would hate that I live in a city that's just tourism.
Right.
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Just like Hawaii. I don't know how those guys deal with it.
That's true.
I mean,
you watch these people come over wearing their stupid Hawaiian shirts, and you're like, oh,
every day
God.
it's this fucking idiot. Look at this idiot.
I think he's going to learn how to surf.
And Americans, they're the worst.
Yeah.
Because they're so entitled.
But like this, the
we
Paris,
gave you the Statue of Liberty, all right?
Enough is enough.
I thought we were even.
Right. And that's the other thing. Like, kicking the golden goose, like, I understand that. And then there's also, like, the whole idea that we, like, totally bailed them out of 2 wars. Like, you would think that they would, have a little bit more respect.
Yeah.
Seeing how they needed us.
Well, youth forgets, Generations go by and you forget. I mean, how well do we treat our how well would your daughter treat a World War II vet?
Probably.
Be like, that old man's driving in my way.
Right.
Like, hey, show him respect. He's a vet.
And then the other thing that happened in Paris, speaking of, like terrorist attacks and shit, first of all, we're driving down, or we're walking down this road, and apparently, like, this wall that they have on the other side of the street is where there was, I can't remember what it was called. It was a big deal. It was some sort of execution of the French. I believe it was during the First World War, but I may be wrong. And the bullet holes are still in the wall. Like, they leave it there to, like, honor the people who died.
Right.
And it's just weird, like, seeing how tall the person was that got shot. And, like, there were some that were, like, 2-3 feet off the ground. So it's like, why are you guys keeping this here? This is sad. Like, I mean, this is not cool. We go into this bar. We're waiting for a table. And no bullshit, this guy just comes walking in, like, beelines. Like, I see him walking in. He walks in. He walks right up to the bar, drops a bag, and then leaves. Like, just a duffel bag, like, just sitting there. And he left.
Whoa.
Nobody was sitting there. There wasn't, like, an exchange.
Yeah.
Like somebody didn't pick it up and then leave, like it was a drug deal or something. No, he just put the bag down, left it there, and then left the restaurant. I was like, we got to go.
You're thinking terrorism.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right.
I mean, that was, a year after we were married. Was that 2006, 2007. So 9/11 was still fresh in my head, let alone all this other shit
Right.
that keeps happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, we got to go. My dad was like, calm down. I'm like, I'm getting my wife out of here. I'm not gonna, pull shrapnel out of her ass for the rest of her life.
Turns out it was just the bribe money or something.
Yeah. We went back to the hotel room. We ordered in pizza from the front desk, and we just watched the news. And I was convinced a bunch of people were gonna die.
Now
at that
I got a question for you. You are one of the pickiest eaters I've ever met.
Yes.
Like what kind of pizza do you want? Cheese or pepperoni? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell do you eat in Europe?
Dude,
I mean, do you even survive? Vending machine candy?
No, me and Danielle, we spent a lot of time going to the liquor stores, like the food marts that sell liquor as well.
So like beef jerky and
I'd buy a loaf of bread, peanut butter.
Oh, really?
Peanut butter and make sandwiches and eat
French baguette.
Eat whatever shitty chips they had because they don't have Cool Ranch Doritos over there, and
Right.
that's a staple of mine.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, I've got 10 things that I eat.
What do they have? What kind of? Do they do soda over there like us?
They do, and it's called Coke. It does not taste like it. It's kind of like Mexico. So Mexico's, and I don't know if this is the way it is over there, but in Mexico, trademark is not. They're not obligated.
They don't care.
No. So if you buy a pack of Marlboro cigarettes, yes, it says Marlboro, but it's not. And so anytime you have a Coke or anything that's a United States brand,
it's like China
that
does that too. Yeah.
They just make a cheaper version of it and charge you $6 for it.
Yeah.
So they can feed their economy. But yeah, dude, it was rough when we went to Amsterdam. That was the first time that me and Danielle finally let ourselves have McDonald's for the first time in a week. Because most of the time we were eating on the ship.
Oh yeah.
So
that's American cuisine, probably, right?
That's American food. You got a menu. You can kind of order it. I think you can press that twice, and if it'll even work. But yeah, you would have a menu. Chicken fingers, French fries. Yeah, I must have looked like a fucking child. Do you have a kids menu? That I could look at. I do.
You got little ones.
No. I just I eat like a child. You're right. I do. So
what about French though? Their food is supposed to be the best food in the world. So did you even have maybe even desserts or their breakfast some type of
we did
crepe?
We went to a we went to a pizzeria because me and Danielle were dead set we wanted to walk down one of those narrow those narrow roads with cobblestone and everybody's riding a bike and there's some ma and pa pizza shop or sandwich shop or something.
A small girl goes by with a basket with some
with some bread,
big bread hanging out of it.
And 20 euros. And yeah, so we went and we found some place and nobody in there spoke a lick of English. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to explain to her
they would
pepperoni and or they wouldn't. Luckily enough, there was a couple that was sitting next to me who could translate, and they put our order in for us. We were like, hey, thanks. But I don't remember the pizza being that great.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
We were like, hey, this ain't a slice of pie.
Right.
Hey, this is bullshit.
And then when we went to London, guess of all the places that we could have eaten in London, we end up at the Hard Rock Cafe. I mean, just completely uncultured. If I could do that trip again.
Would you get shepherd's pie? Some type of...
Pretty sure I got grilled
mutton.
chicken. Grilled chicken with French fries.
Oh, so it's an American restaurant, so it's American food?
Yeah, the Hard Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the one down in St. Louis, except it's over there.
Well, I thought maybe they would serve food that they like.
Oh.
So that they would go to it.
See, but the restaurants, most of them are fast food chains, but they want it. The whole reason that they're there is to take advantage of the corner of the market of tourism, Americans coming over there and being like, I really want, something that's not good for me.
Right.
Like a burger.
Yeah.
That'd be great. And
well, I'm on vacation. I have no responsibilities, not
Right.
even to my health.
Right.
That's the way I see it.
And then we went to Amsterdam. Didn't get a chance to smoke at all.
What?
Yeah.
How would you pass that up?
It scared me, man.
I remember having this conversation now that you're saying it, but I don't remember why. Why wouldn't you have smoked pot in a legal state?
I have no idea. I mean, probably
Especially back then, because America had no inclination of
yeah.
changing its mind.
Yeah, it was something. We walked down the red light district of Amsterdam, and there are people.
Oh, so you got a whore.
Yeah, I mean, there were whores standing in the windows with their shirts off, like being like, "Come on."
Yeah.
And it's just like,
were any
whoa.
of them like appealing, appetizing, like
I don't.
where you would be like, man, I can't believe she's hooking it.
Right. I remember seeing one girl that was attractive, but I had a hard time pinpointing her age.
Oh.
So like I was just like, oh god, that's
You mean
I probably,
too young?
Yeah, too young. Like I was like, I
Oh.
should not be looking at that. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Oh no.
I don't know.
What gave it away? Her undeveloped breasts?
It was just her face. Like she had like no makeup on, and she was just like she looked like a baby, like a woman baby,
man.
and it was just like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Well, that's her shtick.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm
know,
sure that they're Chinamen.
The guy that are all into fucking kids.
Right.
Which,
yeah, she's busy.
What do you think about those porn stars or girls like that they look a lot younger than they are? I'm sure you've seen these porns where like
Sure.
barely 18,
Right.
and the girl looks like she's
16.
yeah, or
Yeah.
15 or something. I mean, she looks like a kid,
Right.
and obviously she's old enough to be recording porn.
Right.
I don't know. I can't do that.
No.
I can't get aroused by that.
No.
And then if you're that girl, you're okay with it? Like, oh yeah, these guys want to pretend they're fucking a kid.
Yeah.
It's cool with me.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
That's exactly what they're saying.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's fucking very fucking
Well,
weird.
at least they're not fucking a kid. At least they're
Yeah.
No, they want to fuck kids, but
That-
they don't want to get caught, and they're Oh,
right.
ugh.
So yeah, there's those, and then the other porn where it's like young, old. Have you seen this?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
And it'll be like the really old man with the really young
Oh.
girl, or the really old woman
Oh,
with the very young man.
that's
The
disgusting.
stud.
Oh.
And to see these, I've watched a few. To see these old women going, because they don't. I don't know. They did porn their way in their 20s,
Right.
and maybe that's the way they remember it. Because the young girls now, it's a big production.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I can't believe you're fucking me this well. And no matter how,
Give it to me.
yeah, they love it. And,
Right.
and, you know, whether you believe it or not, it's
Right.
they're selling it.
Right.
And then these old women are going, it's almost like it's like,
It hurts.
yeah, or like, because the guy's like licking her gross sagging boob.
Oh, God.
And she's going,
No, I can't. Speaking of porn, the other thing that I fucking hate doing, and it happens to me more often than I'd like to admit, but I'll see some like really cute girl like on one of the the screenshot.
Okay.
that you're basing, like you're going through them all. I'm like, I wonder what this is. She's kind of, what the fuck?
hello. I'm still here.
Hello. Okay, so yeah, so the other thing in the porn that I do is like you'll find this cute chick, and then you play it, and then all of a sudden the other girl, like you're like, oh, this is kind of hot, like two girls, sweet, and then they pull her pants off, and she's got this giant dick, and it's just like, oh no. Oh, the tranny. Like, I mean,
I know that's not PC to say tranny, but that's what they call it on the video, right?
well, I never read that. I don't read the title of the.
You got excited about the face.
Yeah, I was just like, oh man, she's gorgeous. Oh my god, she has a dick.
Does the dick get hard though? Because
I'm sorry, what?
so, but in those videos that you've seen, because I've watched a couple of those out of curiosity.
Have you really?
I have,
Okay.
because you're going through the categories, and you see like transgender or whatever. I'm like, I want to see what that looks like,
Right.
and I'll watch it. But most of the time, well, this was this has been a long time since I've done this. So they actually called hermaphrodites back